The deep ocean floor, Earth's last frontier, holds unimaginable riches but faces an existential threat. Extracting these precious minerals sparks a furious global debate, risking ecosystems we barely understand. Our planet's vast marine ecosystems regulate global climate and support countless forms of life. Hidden beneath miles of water, hydrothermal vents spew mineral-rich fluids, creating unique ecosystems. These vents deposit polymetallic nodules and crusts, containing cobalt, nickel, manganese, and rare earth elements. As technology advances and terrestrial resources dwindle, eyes turn toward these lucrative deep-sea deposits. The demand for electric vehicles and renewable energy storage intensifies the push for new mineral sources. This economic pressure ignites a fierce battle between industry, conservationists, and indigenous communities globally. Deep-sea mining proposals involve massive machines scraping vast swaths of the abyssal plain for resources. Imagine colossal underwater tractors, churning sediment plumes that spread for miles across the ocean floor. These plumes smother delicate, slow-growing organisms, potentially wiping out entire localized populations permanently. Researchers reveal that some deep-sea species live for thousands of years, making recovery incredibly slow if possible. Environmental impact assessments for these operations are notoriously difficult to conduct in such remote environments. Scientists studying these areas often find new species with every expedition, highlighting how little we truly know. Many unique creatures, perfectly adapted to extreme pressure and darkness, have never been observed elsewhere. But that's not the only challenge. The noise and light pollution from mining operations also disrupt marine life significantly. Expert oceanographers warn that the sheer scale of proposed operations could alter ocean chemistry significantly. They explain how sediment clouds could impede light penetration, affecting nutrient cycles far beyond the immediate site. Vibrations from machinery can disorient marine mammals and invertebrates, interfering with their natural behaviors. The accidental release of toxic byproducts from processing minerals poses another severe threat to water quality. Environmental groups argue that pristine deep-sea habitats provide crucial refuges for unique and undiscovered biodiversity. They highlight the incredible potential for new scientific discoveries, lost forever if mining proceeds unchecked. Wait until you hear what comes next. The legal framework governing these international waters is still evolving. The International Seabed Authority regulates activities in areas beyond national jurisdiction, lost forever if mining proceeds unchecked. Complex negotiations. This governing body faces immense pressure to balance resource extraction with the imperative of environmental protection. Developing nations often view deep-sea mining as a vital pathway to economic independence and resource security. They highlight the opportunity to bypass reliance on a few powerful countries for critical technological minerals. Conversely, many island nations fear the irreparable damage to their marine ecosystems and traditional fishing grounds. They emphasize the potential for devastating impacts on their food security and cultural heritage from pollution. Industry proponents argue that responsible mining practices can mitigate risks, employing advanced monitoring technologies. They suggest that land-based mining often causes greater environmental and social disruption compared to the deep sea. Some experts propose that deep-sea resources could be essential for a green energy transition, despite the risks. And then something unexpected happened. Some countries called for a moratorium, pausing all exploratory activities. This call for a precautionary pause reflects deep concerns about irreversible harm before proper research completes. Major corporations and financial institutions have also pledged against funding or engaging in deep-sea mining. This growing opposition creates significant uncertainty for companies hoping to exploit the ocean's mineral wealth. The scientific community remains largely divided, advocating for more data before any large-scale extraction commences. They stress that once disturbed, these ancient, fragile ecosystems may never fully recover their original state. The consequences of large-scale deep-sea mining extend far beyond the immediate extraction zones themselves. Scientists predict potential shifts in oceanic food webs, impacting everything from tiny microbes to massive whales. The loss of unique species could deplete the ocean's genetic library, hindering its resilience to future changes. Imagine losing the cure for a disease because its source habitat was annihilated before its discovery. Furthermore, the disturbance of vast seafloor areas could release ancient carbon stores, exacerbating climate change. The long-term effects on marine biodiversity and ecosystem functions remain largely unknown and require extensive study. Coastal communities, relying on healthy oceans for sustenance and tourism, face uncertain futures from distant impacts. Their livelihoods could be jeopardized by altered fish migration patterns or widespread pollution from mining plumes. The controversy highlights fundamental questions about resource ownership and equitable benefit sharing from global commons. Who truly benefits from deep-sea riches, and who bears the brunt of the environmental degradation? This pursuit forces humanity to weigh immediate resource needs against long-term ecological stability and planetary health. It questions our responsibility as stewards of Earth's final frontier, balancing innovation with preservation wisely. The debate also underscores the profound limitations of current international environmental governance structures. Without robust regulations and enforcement, the allure of profits often overshadows precautionary principles. The potential for irreversible damage necessitates a global consensus on how to proceed or not to proceed. Many environmental advocates demand a paradigm shift, promoting circular economy principles instead of new extraction. They emphasize aggressive recycling and sustainable consumption to reduce the overall demand for virgin materials. The decisions made today will echo through ocean ecosystems for centuries, shaping the planet's future profoundly. This ongoing global argument defines a critical juncture for environmental policy and our relationship with the deep sea. The debate over deep-sea mining exemplifies humanity's complex relationship with the natural world and its resources. To explore more amazing discoveries and understand these critical global issues, hit subscribe and join our journey of discovery. Let me know in the comments what fascinates you most about the mysterious depths of our oceans.